What if the Beatles actually almost reunited? And no one realized it was happening. Even after the messy business fallout and personal tension, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr occasionally crossed paths on each other's solo projects. But deep down, they must have known that if they ever announced a show together, the world's expectations would have been impossible to live up to. For Lennon, though, the idea of jumping back into that circus was the last thing on his mind. His solo career wasn't just about making music, it was about escaping the chaos of Beatlemania. By the late 70s, he'd traded the spotlight for a quiet life as a stay-at-home dad, leaving behind the screaming crowds and the endless grind of fame. He wasn't desperate to be a superstar again. And honestly, who could blame him? Sure, most artists dream of staying on top forever, but even legends deserve peace. Although when you're a Beatle, that peace is never really yours. Their legacy was simply too big to outrun. Each of them would always be remembered as part of the Fab Four, no matter what solo path they took. That said, Lennon couldn't completely walk away. When Ringo Starr needed material for his solo album, Lennon couldn't resist helping a friend. He wrote a track called "I'm the Greatest," a song bursting with tongue-in-cheek confidence, and soon found himself jamming with George Harrison. In that moment, something incredible happened. Three Beatles were in the same room, recording together again. Lennon later admitted that the session felt almost too natural, as if fate had briefly reopened the door to the Beatles' magic. The only one missing? Paul McCartney, who was busy working on Band on the Run with Wings. Still, McCartney contributed another song for the album, 6 O'Clock, making it one of the closest things we ever got to a true Beatles reunion. Looking back now, it's haunting to think how close they came. Lennon's tragic death just a few years later sealed that dream forever. "I'm the Greatest" might not have been billed as a Beatles track, but in spirit, it was a quiet, unplanned reunion. One final spark of the magic they never realized they'd lose for Eve.